So we're going to be finding the midpoint. So first, on the number line, we have 2 points, and they are at, say, -3 and 7. So to find the midpoint, of AB, of segment AB. All right, so the formula for midpoint, the coordinate, and you're finding the coordinates of the midpoint. It is the one smack in the middle. So basically, you take the average of the 2 coordinates. Take the average of the 2 coordinates. Okay, so officially the midpoint is x1 plus x2 divided by 2. So you add all the numbers together and divide by how many there are to get the midpoint. And so we have 2 numbers. So we're going to add 2 together and divide by 2. So M is at -3 plus 7 divided by 2, which is 4 over 2. So the midpoint is at 2. Okay, so or we could find the distance between these two and count that much over, or divide that in half, count that far over, and what is the coordinate there? So here we have -3 and +7, so that's 10 units long. So 5 units back is going to be at the 2, or 5 units up is going to be at the 2. So when you have a midpoint, it divides your segment into 2 congruent segments, okay? All right, so that's if you have a number line, you just use this formula. But if we have a coordinate grid, we're going to do this, one for the x's and one for the y's. So on a coordinate grid, the midpoint formula is x2 plus x1 divided by 2, and y2 plus y1 divided by 2. So you just take the average of the x's and take the average of the y's. Take average of x's and average of the y's. So for example, let's find the midpoint. Get a good example here. Let's find the midpoint. Let me use a different color pen here. Find the midpoint between -5, -3, and 6, 8. Okay, so we need to take the average of the x's and the average of the y's. So the midpoint is at, I'm looking at my x's, 6 plus a -5. So I would normally just write 6 minus 5 because I know, but I just wanted to confirm this plus sign right here, okay? Divided by 2, comma, and now I'm going to look at the y's. I started the other way. 8 plus -3 divided by 2. So 6 minus 5 is 1, and 8 minus 3 is 5. So these are the coordinates of my midpoint.